All right, we're live.
Yeah!
Oh my
What's
god,
up,
you
dude?
All right,
immediately
hey.
spiked the audio. Nice
good.
way to deafen our audience.
I think that's just gonna be Brandon's thing now. He's just gonna purposefully try to make our audience go deaf.
I think
destroy
Brandon's whole purpose in this podcast is to attempt to alienate my audience.
Just like he did with us in band practice and almost made himself go deaf.
It's like the devil on your shoulder.
Yes, you must be loud.
Except instead of having a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other,
And
you have
he
a
did it
devil on
again.
one
He
shoulder,
spiked
and like
his
sitting
arm.
above your head
I'm
is
going back-
5 separate like face spirits that are all just trying to like drive you crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm gonna go back and clip that laugh. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now.
All right, so
Make that as notice, man.
before we get into the topic of today, which is the environment, it's a pretty broad subject, I'd just like to ask around the room. A, we're gonna introduce ourselves, and B, I want to know an interesting fact that you guys learned about this week. So Tony, say hi. Tell me your interesting fact that you learned.
I guess
Anything.
I guess I can take it from the class. So today, well, not today. A couple days ago, I learned the how fast you have to be going to reach escape velocity and shift orbits, or be able to take off from our orbit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is pretty
That'll come in maybe later in this podcast.
Alright.
Maybe.
Ryan 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Bugler?
I can't talk. I got a
Bueller?
blister. Okay, forgive me.
Blister.
A blister. Yes,
Blister.
of course.
I do.
Where?
I learned
lip.
how to, an interesting fact is, I learned that you can have special stream keys for other people so they can stream to your channel,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which I was not
That's
previously
interesting.
aware of.
That's pretty cool. I might do that maybe at some. That's something
I
that's
haven't-
pretty useful.
I haven't tried it out, so I don't know like the specifics of how it works.
I
but-
might give one to Tony, just in case I ever, can't do anything about the podcast.
Good luck. Good luck giving that to me, because I'm on Mac, and I don't think even with an i9 thing, it's not going to be able to stream this.
No. I'll just make sure nothing happens to me during the semester.
Oh, yeah. My computer will most likely catch fire if I actually start streaming on this thing.
That sucks.
I mean, dude, when you got BS cooling that Apple gives you with a very powerful CPU, yeah, dude, my thing is idled at like 90 before because there was a background programming. It was really dumb.
That is dumb. All right, let's go on to Ryan.
What's up?
Oh, say hi,
Hi.
and then tell me an interesting fact you learned this week. Oh well, I guess
That is an interesting
That
fact,
is an
yes.
interesting fact. He moved to the
Ryan.
waiting room and he just.
Hold on, I got it, oh my god.
Ryan can just...
encountered an
All
issue.
right.
Oh wait, I'm moving into the wrong room. Dude.
Let me move him. Let me
Oh
move
Oh my
him.
god.
Why is he gone?
Where is he?
He's in
Where did he
bonfire
go?
mode. I got him.
Where is
There
Oh,
we
there he
go. I
is.
got it.
There he is.
Tony and I tried to move you at the same time and it teleported you somewhere in the server.
You're idiots. It kept teleporting me to bonfire.
Oh my god.
A fun fact that I learned is both of these idiots can't drag me together.
That's fair.
They were like the newlywed couple trying to cut the cake. but
What?
just-
Oh no.
What?
Oh god.
Alright.
Eric and Ryan
Yeah,
too. Is
that's
there something
accurate.
you should tell us?
No,
Eric and
you're
Ryan.
Tony, you idiot.
He was referring to me and Eric.
Brandon's
Oh.
not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, don't worry, none of us are.
He was looking kinda dumb.
With a finger and a thumb.
The shape of an L on his
His
forehead.
forehead. And the
Well,
world started coming in, don't stop coming in, don't stop coming in, don't stop coming in.
And
All right,
see it.
This is like the
All
most
right,
ADHD
Dan.
fueled podcast we've had so far.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right, say hi. This is Dan, everyone.
Hi, Dan.
You're not Dan, Brandon.
I'm
For
saying hi
Dan.
to Dan,
No,
okay?
I told Dan say hi.
Hello.
And tell me an interesting fact you learned this week.
Interesting fact I learned this week.
Yeah.
Uh, loading.
Buffering, buffering, buffering.
It's like Tony's computer.
I mean, I just
Yeah.
watched.
It's like me on a daily basis.
I just watched day 1 of BlizzCon. And
So what did you learn about BlizzCon? That most people have mobile phones to play Diablo?
I mean, Diablo 4 is coming out. And, funny thing about that is, like, they mentioned Immortal a few times, but they kept sweeping under the rug, just talking about Diablo 4. It's like, okay, it's like, look at all this stuff we're adding to Diablo 4. Oh, yeah, and Immortal's coming out.
I like how you defaulted to sweeping something under a rock.
You Patrick?
Who are you, Patrick?
I said rug.
I just said that.
You said rug, by the way, not rock. But
It really sounded like rock on my
It did
end.
sound like rock.
Oh, man.
all right, Brandon.
Yeah, what is it?
All right, so that's Brandon. He's the weird one here, and he
Yes,
That
has
I
wasn't
am
Brandon.
the-
That was the Grinch.
he has
I
a
am.
What's the
interesting
difference?
he has an
Spike.
interesting
Oh,
fact for us.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Tell us what your interesting fact is, Brandon.
I found that I think my interesting fact for today, this might not be what you're thinking of, but I found out the best way to record amps with a microphone and to keep all the bass in and to make the amp sound less roomy is to literally put a blanket over the amp
That's pretty
on the
cool.
microphone.
That's pretty cool.
That is
That
actually
therefore
pretty
that
cool.
actually traps like all the bass into it, makes it sound less roomy, and gives you like more of the amp sound.
It's just a sound dampener, basically.
Your
Hey,
change
Brandon.
is almost frightening, Brandon.
So
Hey, Brandon, you want to switch majors? Because I'm supposed to be the audio guy, but you're better at audio than I am.
This is just passion projects, bro.
Are you sure you want to switch majors with him?
Oh.
We're
Do you
having
really want to
trouble-
learn calc too?
You were having trouble in statistics, my friend. He's in calc
Moving
too.
on.
Uh,
Differential
Moving
equations is probably not going to be well for you, buddy.
all right.
No.
Anyway, so I'm Eric. If you're new to the
Hi, Eric.
podcast, I'm your host, and my interesting fact is they named a spider after David Bowie. I learned this week. It's called
Didn't know
Heteropoda David Bowie. That's the scientific name. Is Heteropoda David Bowie.
Wow.
Didn't they? Did they name like a protein or like an animal after Sonic the Hedgehog? What did they name after Sonic the Hedgehog?
They named a protein after Pikachu. I know that.
Yes.
I know they
Did you guys
named
know
a-
that Post Malone is doing a Pokemon show? Apparently.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
What?
That's crazy.
I know
It's gonna
like a
suck.
year ago there was a
Apparently, they named it.
a fossil found that was named after Metallica.
The space division of or one of the subdivisions of NASA is C-3PO, which
Huh,
is
that's-
where
you're
they
kidding.
which is where they did calculations about the Death Star.
That's
Yes,
sick.
let's make our own death laser. We'll use it against ourselves.
The cost wasn't feasible.
Yep.
All right.
It reminds me of that one Doom clip. Spoilers, by the way. Are people playing Doom in this call?
Oh.
No.
Brandon.
I beat Doom Eternal, so you
It's-
say
it's
whatever you
like-
want.
He only beat
It's like
Eternal
when
like
Doom
500
Slayer gets a hold of that giant laser, and there's a protocol specifically to tell him to not fire the laser at Mars.
Oh,
Can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Mars.
All right. So,
the longer
Today-
the icon of sin is on
today-
Earth, the stronger he will become.
so today we will be talking about the environment, right? And we had some interesting articles lined up.
The
From what I
environment.
remember, the environment, the thing that humans are destroying on a very quick basis. But
Yes.
we are not starting here on Earth. We are starting on the Mars landing. Is that happened
Yeah.
this week? That was a thing
It
that
did.
happened.
You mean the
That
Mars
wasn't
that doesn't
indeed
have
a
a giant
thing.
hole blasted through it?
Yes,
Yes,
that
that
one.
Not quite.
No, I think the only damage that space drone was maybe kick a few rocks around. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Neither did it have a secret alien stronghold like it promised in Armada. So.
yeah, that was unfortunate. But the drone, I don't know what to call it. The rover. There we go.
Perseverance.
Words are failing me right now. The rover
job.
landed successfully. From
Yep.
what I hear.
That-
I didn't
Perseverance
actually
on
watch it.
is on Mars.
I completely forgot to tune in and watch it. So if
Oh, it was
someone-
great, dude.
Okay, so can you tell me about it? How was it?
Basically, okay, we didn't actually get to see it physically land, but there was a simulation that was put up so we could get an idea of what it was like. There were about 12 stages. There was the entry stage, the thrust stage, the parachute deploys, slow down, touchdown, whatever. It was surprisingly very. It had me on the edge of my seat the entire time, because honestly, when do you ever get to see something land on another planet in our solar system, right?
Well,
Or even like hear of confirmation that, oh, this thing has landed and here's some pictures,
yeah.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I remember in second grade, all of a sudden, space was huge. Do you remember this? For Ryan too, I guess this would be kindergarten.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
was
no.
a little busy with H1N1.
No, but the rest of you guys, do you guys remember like nothing about space? This is the solar system. Is Pluto a planet? Who knows? It was at that time, and then later that year, or a few years later, it was like nope, and then it was like yep, and then it was nope. But yeah, it was weird
Yes,
that
I remember that being exactly my education. Like, here's space, learn it. Is
Learn it, forget it, learn it, forget it.
exactly.
And also,
Exactly.
there's like another dwarf planet that's closer to us than Pluto,
Eris?
called like Sirius, I think.
yeah, Sirius and
Sirius.
Eris.
Yeah.
Aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Aren't
that's
they
actually
in
Aries, by the way,
the
but whatever.
scenario where they're only sometimes
No,
closer
it's
though?
not Aries. It's Eris.
It's Eris.
It's
Eris, yeah.
Eris.
Aries is the big red planet, but it's
Yeah,
actually called
the
Mars because
Mars.
of Romans.
Yeah.
What would Earth be called if the Greeks
Terra.
named it?
It's called
Gaia.
Terra. Oh no, it's
Terra.
called
Yeah.
Gaia. You're right. It's called Gaia.
I want to live on Gaia, not Earth. Earth just
It
sounds
was
terrible.
called Gaia.
Gaia sounds awesome, and I want to live on Gaia now.
You are living on
You are
Gaia.
currently living on Gaia.
Oh,
It's like how the official name of our sun is Sol and the official name of our moon is Luna. We just call it different things because we're
Because-
dumb.
Because we're
I
a
swear,
different
when you guys-
language.
I swear, when you guys give Brandon clear logic and then he just blatantly ignores it, I lose brain cells.
I'm not
I
completely
lose brain
ignoring
cells
logic.
too, and I'm the one trying to give him the logic.
I know
You-
Earth is
We're-
and Gaia are the
both-
same thing.
Both me and Ryan are sitting here like, you are living on Gaia. That is what it is called. But I want to live on Gaia.
It's so.
I know Earth and Gaia are the same thing, but I just don't want Earth to be called Earth anymore.
I mean, could be worse. We
Oh,
could have
too
called
bad.
it dirt.
It could have been called what?
Dirt.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't-
think it's more likely we would have been called water.
I think more likely we would have been called water as well.
Water with a little bit of dirt.
All right.
That's a shit planet name.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
Damn. Planet of water and dirt.
So
That sounds right though.
So speaking of space and our favorite planet, water dirt, how are we using other planets to help us protect water dirt, Brandon?
Well,
This is awful. I hate it here.
this is awful. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, sometimes water dirt may not be really habitable for humanity, especially with the rate that
What do you mean
This stuff is going.
sometimes? Do you mean it just like occasionally does?
I mean, sometime in the future, it won't
only
be.
habitable on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Either,
all the other days the greenhouse gases is just ridiculous.
it's only this place is only livable on Tuesdays. Come on.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
so sometime in the
Everyone knows this,
future.
Eric.
I'm
So,
dying.
anyways, sometime in the future, whether it be from like global warming or overpopulation, humanity might need to go somewhere else to sort of expand its own living potential.
Yeah.
Now, everyone's saying do Mars, go to Mars. Everyone go to Mars, but I say that we should go somewhere else. That Mars might not be the number one choice,
Why is
in my
that?
opinion, and that a better alternative may be Venus.
Okay.
Now,
So Venus, right? If you guys don't know, is sister planet to Gaia, aka Earth, or water
AKA
dirt.
water dirt.
Venus is also Aphrodite, I think.
an Aphrodite.
Yes.
But on the surface, there's constant lightning storms and volcanoes, and it is covered with greenhouse gases in the atmosphere.
I remember that Carl Sagan documentary. The surface of Venus is 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening indeed.
Galileo.
Galileo.
No,
He has
no,
nothing
no.
to do with our
No.
conversation.
No. We're talking about Venus, Tony. We're
Yeah, but
talking
you
about
said
Venus.
Venus is like has like thunderstorms.
Yes, we know. We were making the
It's
Queen
it's
reference.
basically heavy metal Earth.
It is.
Yeah.
It's heavy metal Earth. That's a good way to put it.
That is
Yes.
a great way to put it.
The atmosphere is 90 times thicker than Earth's, and its average surface temperature is hot enough to melt lead.
I feel like I could
Yikes.
fight
So this is the place you want us to move.
Well, it's not habitable now, but there's other ways that we can make it. This all is like in a theoretical realm, almost science fiction like. But,
Yes, I could see this being science fiction.
But we are all proposing of ways that we can make terraforming Venus a natural thing.
Okay.
So, and one of this I actually might have a theory for. So the first one, at least according to this article that I'm reading here, was proposed in 1961 by Carl Sagan himself. If you guys know that from his documentaries, surface of Venus is 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, personally, I would choose the Astroneer gun. I think that has great terraforming potential.
Oh my god, kill you,
whatever.
Eric.
It says here, I'm going to directly quote this, by the way. In a paper called The Planet Venus, he argues for the use of genetically engineered bacteria to reform the carbon in the atmosphere into organic molecules. However, this was rendered impractical due to subsequent discovery of sulfuric acid in Venus's clouds and the effects of solar wind, end quote.
Yes, because
Yes.
not only is it constant, like incredibly hot, like hot enough to melt lead. You have active volcanoes everywhere. You have thunderstorms nearly all the time. But when it rains sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have bacteria that can live in even the most severe.
I hate to break it to you, Brandon, but
Of,
we're not bacteria. We're not bacteria.
I know we are not bacteria, but you do have bacteria that can live in the most severe weather. So
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
it
maybe
is a
this might
really,
work,
really good
but-
argument
So,
that
I think what Brad is
bacteria
trying to
can
suggest
live in
is
that sort of weather. And it's not even as much as like we can't live in it. It's just I'm not sure that we could genetically modify that bacteria in order to terraform for us.
Mhm.
yeah,
I
okay.
feel
So
like-
there's just another theory
And also, why would we
I would like
terraform
to
Venus if we can't really live on it?
introduce
Because-
that might be
Well,
better.
because then we would be able to live on it.
That was a dumb
That's
be
the
better.
point of terraforming.
I like to say there are no dumb questions, but like
that was
You
one.
would not be a good teacher.
I'd also like to, and I'd also like to do another theory that might actually work this time.
Yes,
So
of
it
course.
says here, 1991 study, blah 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 blah. This scientist believed that proposed the idea of bombarding Venus's atmosphere with hydrogen. The resulting reaction would produce graphite and water. The latter which would fall to the surface and cover 90 or 80% of the surface in oceans. Now, It said here that the proposal would require iron aerosol to be added to the atmosphere, which then be derived from a number of sources. Blah blah blah. The emitting atmosphere estimated to be around 3 bars, 3 times that of Earth, but mainly comprised of nitrogen.
You know,
Blah, 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 blah. Anyway,
you know what?
I do have another way we can do this.
Hold on. I just like to. And I just like to talk about this idea for a second because this is actually very interesting to me, given the fact that the last thing that we bombarded hydrogen with made us anime. So, I think that this could be a giant plus.
Okay.
Wait.
So
Jesus Christ, Eric.
Hold on.
Too soon?
that was plutonium, and
It wasn't. It was a hydrogen bomb.
Can I please?
no, it was not a hydrogen bomb. It was an atomic bomb. Hydrogen bombs were actually made.
Hydrogen has atoms. Oh my god.
Hydrogen bombs were actually made in the 1970s
Oh,
in
yeah,
Russia,
you're
and they
right.
were literally
Correct.
outlawed.
The
Oh, yeah,
hydrogen
no,
bomb
yeah.
came after the atom
It was a
bomb.
Tsar Bomba. That's right.
The Tsar Bomba.
The Tsar Bomba.
So we can literally make multiple Tsar Bombas and point them straight at Venus and fire, and then boom.
Something tells me that bombarding hydrogen molecules at a planet does not mean nuking it.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
There's an interesting idea that popped into my head when it was talking about that.
Hold on.
Because isn't most of our atmosphere made up of nitrogen?
Yes.
Is there enough nitrogen in Venus's atmosphere currently? Is that not a limiting factor?
Do we have? Yeah. Do we know this? The amount of nitrogen? Because if there's a lot of nitrogen, we might be able to genetically modify not bacteria, but actual plants.
That's true.
To be able to take in sulfuric acid.
Hey, hold on.
That would be fun. Yeah, please don't blow up a planet. Yeah, that would be very bad. Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Any mad scientists listening right now, just stop it.
Oh,
You're
there
ignoring
is
the
one.
fact
there is
that
no-
a plant would probably vaporize in Venus's atmosphere right now, but
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
It would be very bad.
Let's not give them the benefit
because
of the
okay,
doubt.
hold on. You guys were wondering what the atmosphere of Venus was, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The atmosphere of Venus is composed of 96.5 carbon dioxide.
Oh,
3.5
plants would love it.
nitrogen, And,
Plants would love that.
Wait.
And traces of other gas, most notably sulfur dioxide.
Okay, hold on.
There is one more issue that I haven't mentioned, and it's the fact that Venus orbits the sun rather quickly,
Yeah.
but spins backwards and takes 242 days per rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
a little bit
incredibly
shorter than
hot. No. That means that it doesn't. The nights on Venus would be incredibly cold, and the days would be incredibly hot because the sun would be.
I don't
heating
know specifically if Venus rotates fast enough or revolves fast enough around the sun to have a normal day cycle. It's possible that it does, but it also may be like a day on Venus is like an Earth week,
Which
and that could be an issue for.
What's funny is I
habitation,
actually just started learning about this stuff in my class. Hold
That's also something else that I'm gonna think about, but I'm gonna let Tony talk first.
So I can give you here. Let me look at my homework real quick, because there is basically it's a textbook, right? I can tell you stuff about Venus. So obviously it has a lot of hot gas trapped in it, but what we're wondering about is the day cycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I can actually find it, magnetic field, probes. Oh,
Did you
jeez.
say hot gas?
What? Okay.
Never mind.
Beside. Okay.
Alright.
You guys can keep talking. I'm gonna
Oh,
find
the
this.
length of a day on Venus is 116 days and 18 hours.
It's what?
116 days on Earth and 18 hours.
Jesus.
One day on
Christ.
Venus.
One day on Venus is
Okay,
116
so-
days.
So basically, we would have. So wait.
I propose another
116
thing.
Days,
Hold on.
that's
I
like
just
half.
like
Wait,
I
that's
just like
literally
to
half of the
say
year of Venus.
I just like to say that the hottest point on Earth gets to what, like 130 degrees Fahrenheit. from the sun heating it up for 12 hours at maximum.
Yeah.
And this is Death Valley, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Am I crazy?
So
Venus's temperatures are higher.
So take 12. So what we would do is 116 times 24. We get
What if I-
2,700 hours. And I'm going to take 130 times 2. I don't know if this is definitely correct, but it would probably be a logarithmic equation, right? Because it would heat up less over time, or it could be exponential, but it would not be a flat line. But if it were a flat line, we're looking at 300,000 degrees.
Yeah, it's
I'm waiting.
freaking hot.
Yeah. That's not even talking about.
That's also not
lag.
talking about how much freaking stuff is trapped beneath that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's
also,
not
I don't think
reflecting.
that's how temperature works. That's definitely not how temperature works. But if it was, that would still be very hot. And the way temperature currently works, not outside the mind of Eric's bad math skills, is still very hot and not habitable by a human being.
What if I go across like another theory that I can do? This is something I created myself.
All right.
Remember Cloud City from Star Wars?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, also Eric, have you ever seen Empire Strikes Back?
No. Maybe. I was
All right, I'm
young.
out. This
I was young when I watched Star Wars. Like I was 3 when I watched Star Wars.
Yeah, Brandon.
Why were you
Eric
watching
was like
Star
Eric-
Wars at age
Eric-
3?
I don't know. I watched
Empire
South
Strikes
Park
Back.
at age 5, dude. So
Yeah, but everyone watched South Park at a young age.
You mean
no
to
one
tell
knew
me you've
better.
never seen Star Wars?
I did. No, I was just
Brandon-
very young.
Brandon, I've never seen it either, but I've played a lot of the games.
All right. Anyway, I'm making you watch Star Wars after this.
No.
Anyway, so
Please don't.
it's a city above the clouds in like a gas giant planet. So maybe I was like something like that. Maybe you can like build like an installation above the surface of Venus. Therefore, we can still
Why?
kind of act upon the gravity of Venus, which
If-
is more
I-
similar to that of Earth than it is
Okay.
on Mars.
Question.
For
Can
example.
we, can we
Do
also
something
can
like-
we?
We've already
I asked
talked
something-
about how the atmosphere is a terrible place to make.
Yeah, we
stuff.
can let
work.
the
Let me make
city
that-
float above the atmosphere.
Yeah, but then we.
That's
can't
in
do-
space.
Brandon. So if you wanted to choose a gas planet, why wouldn't you choose like Jupiter?
Because
That-
Jupiter
that-
has
that-
typhoons all the
Yeah.
time.
And the winds are freaking
I know.
insanely
And
fast.
it's like super far away from the sun.
Yeah.
Whereas
it'd be
Venus is like
It'd be windy and cold.
basically the same
So-
distance.
I
from,
actually
like, the sun is
I
Earth.
like the point of doing a Cloud City sort of thing, but I wanted to elaborate a little bit and say that it might be a really cool idea if that's like the building block for trying to terraform.
Yeah, that would be fine. But I think just
I would say
in
go on the ground.
itself would be bad. Also, here's my argument for why Jupiter's bad is A, it's far away from the sun, and B,
Yeah.
384 miles per hour winds.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it is insanely windy up there, and very dangerous on Venus. So honestly,
You thought Katrina was bad? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
God.
Oh, we're just offending
my
everyone this podcast, aren't we?
We're
First
not
with
playing
my
offensive bingo
We're not
just
offending
yet.
anyone. We're just offending you.
just
honestly.
my first comment about the anime thing and it being entirely incorrect.
Yeah.
Entirely
Yeah, we just-
incorrect.
You've
Can we
not only
just-
offended that category of people, you've also
we just-
offended the World War II
I
nerds.
thought that
No, I
decades
did
was
not
like-
offend World War II veterans.
And now
No,
we just
not
straight
veterans,
up
the nerds.
New
No,
Orleans.
Not
nerds.
veterans,
Oh.
but they're nerds, so no one
Why would
cares.
that offend veterans? Jeez.
I thought you
Christ.
said veterans. If we could give Mars atmosphere, we would be set. That's what I want to focus on.
Yeah.
Give Mars an atmosphere.
Yes, because we've already discovered frozen water. We've discovered bacterial life.
Wait, did you guys hear about the weird Mars theory?
No.
Okay, so there's this
tell.
isotope on Mars that can only be found after a nuclear explosion. People think that Mars was once an advanced civilization that blew itself up in an atomic war.
So- They got to the 1950s.
I guess,
Yeah.
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 People.
Booyah. We've outlived Mars.
No.
Awesome.
It's not. It would not be taking place at the same time as Earth because we would have
Obviously.
been able to see it. But like, that's crazy if that's true. Like,
So if
That'd be
if
very
that's
Technically
true,
can't be true,
if
though.
that's true, and this
I
is just a
mean,
little
look
bit
at the
of
planet though. There's no
Yeah.
atmosphere.
let me just give some fun food for thought. If that is the case, is it possible that Venus would be connected to that?
To be
Mm.
fair, I think they're just too far away. For
Okay,
there to even be a
so
connection.
this is an idea that I had in 8th grade or 7th grade, and I was like, this would be a good book idea, right? And it was, I started writing it in that grade, and I should probably
Sure.
continue it, but it's Mars had a war, sent off survivors, the spaceship that landed on
Yes,
Earth
I have heard this theory.
was the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs.
Mm.
It must have been a rough landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a happy landing.
Must have been a big spaceship.
I've heard variations of this theory where the people that
I mean,
landed were mistaken as Adam and Eve.
I mean, there's okay. First off, I don't think that's how, because we have an evolutionary record now, right? And
Yeah. Well,
humans
but-
did not pop up until much after the dinosaurs. So
Yeah.
but you know,
We're not trying to get political.
Yeah, no, it would be funny. I think it would be a cool idea to write a book about.
That would be a cool book.
Yeah.
I'd read that book.
What if they tried to send something to Venus or something? What if
I
there's
don't know.
What if there's a book about living on Venus. I forget what it was, but I read it
I don't
in 4th
remember.
grade.
Okay, I don't remember what the name of the book I'm thinking of is, but it was basically this advanced civilization, and it was across galaxies,
Mhm.
and it was about how they had like these wormholes essentially that
Mhm.
they could use to travel from hub to hub, and the central idea of the book was that the wormholes were falling apart, basically.
Okay.
And I thought it was a really cool book,
That
and
sounds
I don't want to spoil too much, but it was just a really awesome concept.
I don't know if it was necessarily a book, but it was a short story that I read in reading class in like 5th grade or something. But it was like it was a book, the first person perspective of I think it was a young girl who was living on Venus. I guess after Earth died or something or whatever, they decided to go to. They were like, we have these huge facilities and it's dark for hundreds of days on end, and then it's all of a sudden bright, and it gets so hot that we have to hide underground, and like it was pretty intense, you know.
Mhm.
They were talking about how it was raining almost all the time, but you can't go out and play in the rain because it would kill you.
I read this story
Yeah.
as an SAT question.
Oh, did you? I read it in 4th grade. Wait. Are you telling me they're putting 4th grade short stories on SATs?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What?
Wait,
Well,
Eric, I think I know what story you're talking about. Was it
Yeah.
God, who wrote that? I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Was it
short story about living on Venus. I'm gonna look it up. All Summer in a Day.
Yep.
All Summer in a Day
All
by
Summer in a Day.
Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was
It was
thinking.
all summer in a
Oh,
day.
crap. Yeah,
Yeah,
where,
I read
where the
this in
kid-
like
where the kid-
in middle
where the kids.
or elementary school.
I remember this because it was where the kid's dad was what's it called? A astronaut, basically, and he wasn't home very often, but he died because he crashed into the sun. Not crashed, but like his ship flew too close to the sun and burned up, and he and his mother only come out at night because they can't look at the sun because it reminds them of the kid's father. Spoiler alerts. It's very depressing. Ray Bradbury was interesting.
I'd say so.
Just read Fahrenheit 451.
Yes. And don't
That's
burn
a
your
good
books,
book.
kids.
That's a good book. There's
That
a
is a good
version.
book.
There's a version of that book, by the way, that came out
that
that's
something else?
all black, and you have to light a match or get a lighter and burn off the
Really?
smut to read it. Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah. Yeah, I just love stuff like that. Anyway, back to the topic at hand on the environment and how possibly terraforming Mars or Venus can help us escape from our problems and run away like the bad people humans tend to be. Brandon,
Hmm?
are you
That was your segment.
are you going to about Venus and or Mars?
Nope.
Okay.
I said all I wanted to say.
All right. Cool. I guess we're done with Venus and or Mars.
All right.
I guess
Random
we can...
transition, go.
Yeah, Brandon's transitions are great. He literally just goes.
Here's my topic. I'm done.
He doesn't say anything after he's done either. He just sits there. He's just like.
Because I've contributed my little
He-
contributions for the day.
The
And
god
then when
Brandon
he
has
just
spoken.
and then when he does decide to transition, it's in the middle of a topic always.
So anyway,
All right.
guys, about this.
All right. I have a perfect transition. Here we go.
Stay frosty.
All right,
Oh
on the
my
plastics.
God.
Oh,
On the
Jesus
plastics.
It's about time.
Okay. So, if you guys are new to the channel, then you definitely have not seen our BDO podcast. Or not podcasts, our BDO playthroughs. And I have a character in there. Where I voice her like this. And it's a little
right.
lolly girl who is a mushroom overlord in the city of Hydo. And I kept saying that mushrooms were the way of the future, right? And I'm telling you now that mushrooms are the way of the future in real life as well.
Invest in your shrooms.
Invest in shrooms, guys. Invest in shrooms.
Plastic eating
Why are we
mushrooms.
investing in
Huge
There are plastic eating mushrooms that are currently
wait,
being
right.
researched.
Yes.
Also, mushrooms and fungus are being used to make packaging. So the styrofoam, no, throw that junk out. Just make a mushroom grow into a box, and then kill it, and then ship stuff with that instead. It's really, I like it. I love the idea because it's
Yeah,
all
I think it's really
organic.
cool.
It's all organic matter, and it can all be broken down easily. Microplastics in the past, plastic bye bye. Just use mushrooms.
Just
Mario
use
was onto
shrooms.
something.
Also, there's a bacteria that it was discovered in Japan in 2016, and they found that it's able to eat plastics. And the reason why it's able to eat plastics is because it evolved an adaptation to eat the waxy part of a leaf off the leaf. So that is apparently I was about to really mess up that word. Molecularly close to plastic. There we go. So it can eat plastic as well, or break it down into matter that is can be broken down by other things. I find all of this stuff really cool. I think Ryan too, Electric Boogaloo, had some stuff about this that he wanted to talk about.
I mean, it's not like as deep as that, and it's not really the same concept because obviously CNBC doesn't dive too deep into it in the video that I posted to reference.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's obviously the current system of mechanical recycling is horribly failing.
Yes.
And it's a chemicals-based idea where the chemical compounds break down the plastic so that it's basically being created again, is the idea behind it. And it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that that could work, although I'd have to actually see it happening to believe it. But there's also there's arguments that get made, just against it completely, because obviously this is the industry just trying to do what it can to stay alive. It's not,
Yeah.
the eco-friendly option where it's
One-
swapping to mushrooms, because that doesn't make as much money.
One thing
It's not
that
it's
I,
not as quick and
yeah.
efficient, obviously.
surprisingly, it may not be as quick, but surprisingly, the mushroom style of making the shipping containers does not take long. From what I remember, it takes like a day for each row, and then dye. Done. Which, if you put that on like a cycling thing, you would be constantly producing stuff every single day, and you would have the room, have you? But I think it's a good idea. However, one thing that was brought up in the CNBC thing that you sent was, and I agree with this. I think that there should be significant taxing on making stuff that is not good for the environment. Right? To use capitalism to your advantage, basically. Like, make it so that people weigh their options and are like, maybe going eco-friendly is the better option. Ryan, are you playing something?
Nope.
Oh. You typing something?
I am typing something.
What you typing?
I'm honestly just having a conversation about why my friend is being annoying for going to another friend's house, because that means I can't, or because that means that both of us can't hang out with them in VCs, which is kind of funny.
Oh. Okay.
Sounds like
Sounds like a
stupid drama.
joyous drama.
Sounds like stupid drama that doesn't need to happen, which is exactly why
Exactly.
I participate in it.
Oh my god.
I said I'm smart, not wise.
There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. And there's also a difference between intelligence. Anyway. So, Tony, what are your thoughts about mushroom eating plastic?
honestly, also you're gonna have to bear with me. My depression's kicking in for whatever reason. But
fun.
yeah, I know. But honestly, this sounds really, really freaking cool, because we've been using plastics for so long now, and we've honestly just amassed so much that it's starting to become a problem.
It is.
I don't want to get into the religion side of things, but this sounds like God saying, "Hey, you guys need to start doing something. Here's some shrooms. Let him eat this stuff, right?" It's like, it's freaking cool.
I hate the fact that there's a giant floating plastic mass in the ocean right now.
Yeah. We're gonna need a lot of shrooms.
I know in Japan they have this giant lake, and what they've been doing is they've been taking plastic and making islands in the lake with, which is interesting. I read that in the same article about the bacteria that eats.
Yeah, because honestly, you know how most things have a cycle, like water, air,
Fire, earth.
food. No, that's not what I'm on about.
All
But-
the elements.
A
Let's go, all the
bacteria.
elements live
and-
together in harmony.
And then everything changed when the plastic nation attacked. Only the bacteria that could only the bacteria could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed. And suddenly the new bacteria has arrived.
But honestly, we need.
Called
He has
shrooms.
he has a lot of stuff to learn, but me and my brother think that he can save the world.
Dude,
What the hell did I come back to?
I don't know.
We're doing
We're talking
Atla,
about
but
shrooms.
plastic eating bacteria.
Back to?
Atla, but plastic eating bacteria.
Can someone make an anime of this?
They did.
It's called Atla.
It's
Why don't you
Atla.
do it?
No, I'm talking about
Tony,
the damn
Tony, you
shroom.
should pitch this to Funimation.
Yeah, no, don't pitch it to Funimation. Funimation has way
Pitch-
too much politics
Pitch it
behind
straight to Laura Bailey.
it. Just picture it straight to like, what is it?
Rooster
Somebody.
Teeth.
No, Rooster Teeth also way too political.
True.
Just straight to, you know what? Straight to Junji Ito. Just make Junji
All
Ito
right.
do a horror thing about it.
All right then. But as I was
Attack of
saying,
the Killer Shrooms.
honestly, if we have plastic eating shrooms like this, it'll give those otherwise materials that take a very very long time to degrade or not at all to degrade a cycle. So they return to Earth.
Yeah.
Then we can keep making plastic that comes from the Earth and then returning it to, instead of just
So
continually spitting out stuff that can't be degraded and just continue to pollute our oceans and our cities and stuff. You know.
So I would like to say, before we continue talking about these plastic eating shrooms, there is a process. You can't just throw plastic at shrooms. You have to do something to the plastic to make it
Yeah.
edible for the shrooms, the mushrooms.
Just imagine somebody actually throwing a piece, like a plastic water bottle at a mushroom, just like, and then it just consumes it.
Um,
Om.
What the hell?
Dan, you can't fool me. I know that was the TF2 heavy.
Nope, that was my voice.
That was a joke. But okay. I feel like Ryan. I feel like when we're talking to Dan, we need to use those little things that I see on Twitter, like the /s in our speech.
What?
The /J, Dan /J.
What we're saying is this is an intervention.
Oh my god.
Goddamn sound pad.
Why?
So we have covered bacteria that eats plastic. We covered shrooms that eat plastic. Also, you can eat the shrooms afterwards because they're not harmful to human
Sick.
beings and they can be flavored. So
I wouldn't eat mushrooms anyways.
I don't like mushrooms either, but I'll eat them if they're like hidden and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if they're like on something else, I can't eat just a plain mushroom.
if I don't know there's shrooms in my meal, I'll eat it.
You'll get pretty high, dude.
I will spot out a mushroom.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant. I like how we've been calling mushroom shrooms this entire time and referring to plastic eating shrooms.
Sunshine.
Good for me to say, honestly.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, they're bad for you. Unless they're prescribed to you. Then do them.
I do drugs that are prescribed to me.
I am the sunshine.
Thank God there was no long pause in between.
I know.
You know, we
Alright.
already know that someone's gonna like take that out of context, and yet next thing you know, I'll be on like a watch list for drug dealers.
Oh,
Of course.
of course, because that's how that works.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if we've necessarily covered everything about the environment. There's plenty of more stuff to cover. You can talk about deforestation, destruction of habitat. I
Let's
wish.
talk about it.
Oh, wait! I have a Word document somewhere on here. I made a speech about the environment last semester for my public speaking course, and I have all sources listed here, so I could talk to you guys about that if you would like.
Go for it.
Oh, great. Wait, go to more documents. Project description.
What the? Sure. What the heck did you say?
I can't explain it right now.
All right. Fair enough.
I'm back.
Explain afterwards.
Welcome
please.
back.
If I explain it, then at least one of the people in this call will like do something drastic, like yawn really loudly.
Oh, that's Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems that I can't seem this. Wait, I might be.
I'll be right back.
If everyone's leaving, maybe we should just take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, maybe we should take a
Yeah.
quick minute. We'll be back, guys. We're gonna.
I'm gonna
take-
go get some water.
We're gonna take a 1-minute break.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right
All
back.
right.
Okay.
All right. This gives me a little bit of time to find my files. Also, hi YouTube. If you're watching this.
Hello. Okay, anyone on YouTube? Eric, can I plug, or would you rather me wait till the end?
Wait till the end.
All right.
How's life going, dude?
Pretty good. I made a call today.
Oh boy.
Oh
I
wait,
made
we're
a
on that
call.
break.
What's the call about?
I'm going back to work.
Oh yeah.
Hey
but
Eric,
I'm gonna
sorry, are we on ad break?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I'm
I
going-
might have to dip out. I'm like,
Yeah.
bless
It's
you.
fine.
I'm going through that thing.
Yeah, no worries, dude. See you later.
I'll chill around for a bit more, but if I leave suddenly, just don't be surprised.
Well,
Where are
if
the
you
ads?
please, try
I
and
don't
say
know.
goodbye.
I see you have a Prime Gaming subscription, Chameleon.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey Eric, what's Twitch Prime?
Twitch Prime's a thing that you get with Amazon Prime, and you subscribe.
You have to
for
subscribe
free.
every month for
Hey,
free.
Yeah.
And subscribe every month for free. Also, I can't find
Yes.
that document. Wait, I remember where I put it.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I made a call
Hmm.
to Sanders. Going back to work only for a couple of months
We're
until
not
I
on
find a
ad
better paying
anymore.
job. Still,
We're not on ad anymore, so I wouldn't
no.
say the name of your workplace. But
we said it
That's
like
whatever.
20 times before.
We've also talked about it in
you
previous
know what? That's
podcasts.
fair.
That's fair.
Did I-
So the thing that I posted for those of you who are confused, I think it's an absolute joke that League decided to put Jungler Showdown in the title of Jose Diodo versus Dardoch, considering I don't think either of those teams have more than 3 wins.
Oh my god. No, they
Damn.
didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's so bad.
LCS standings.
There's a lot I could say about that one, but honestly, I don't think I want to.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Wait, you didn't see ads? Chameleon.
Wait.
Interesting.
That's because they had a Prime subscription.
Yeah, but they're not subscribed with Prime, Ryan.
Oh,
Wait, what? No, this is impossible. This isn't how the legacy is. It could still though. Dig is 5-2 and in 3rd place.
Impossible.
I
I thought-
want
I
Dig
thought-
to win. Dig needs to win.
Eric is the only one that knows why this is impossible.
No, Dig needs to win at least once, dude.
Oh wait, I have to read you guys something. I found this on a Reddit thread. I thought it was the the funniest thing ever. It was hang on. It's like the first thing in my camera roll. Around 10,000 BC, humans invented the slinger, allowing them to throw objects even harder. Around 400 BC, humans invented the catapult, which allowed them to throw objects even harder. And shortly after, the trebuchet
Oh
followed,
no, I know what
Wait.
this is.
which allowed people to throw objects. In 1958, they invented the ICBM, which allowed people to blast objects about anywhere on the planet. Since then, the evolution of throwing things has been mostly halted until 2021, when a team called CLG invented a way to throw leads harder than was previously imagined
Oh
possible.
my god, no.
CLG is 1-6.
Jeez.
Ow.
I don't know.
Oh,
I knew-
I found it.
Who beat Cloud9? Was it? Wait, didn't Dig beat Cloud9 week 1?
Okay, all right. So I quickly want to. I want to go back to the topic at hand, which is the environment.
All right. Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
So I got some things that I found out while researching this last semester, which are rather depressing. So I'm sure that you are all aware of endangered species being a thing,
Yes.
right? So if you go to the IUCN Red List, which is the rating system that WWF uses about species, you will find 2 mammals. If you go just to mammals, you will find 2 mammals that are extinct in the wild. You will find 222 that are critically endangered, and 532 that are endangered. If you do everything that is considered an animal, everything under the kingdom Animalia, you will find 38 extinct in the wild, 3,265 critically endangered, 5,108 endangered. And if you do all life on Earth, this is including plants, you will find 77 extinct in the wild, 6,811 critically endangered, and 11,732 endangered.
Yes.
So humans are messing up, and I feel like we should start talking about it a little bit more often.
Yep.
It's not always a fixable
Exterminate all
problem. Is the
humans.
really annoying part with
Yeah,
a lot of it.
Terminator Brandon's
Like,
back.
for example,
Is my stream
in
still
terms of-
running?
what?
Is my stream still running? It is.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah.
computer just went black for a second.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
For
okay.
example, in terms of like critically endangered species, there's a type of tree. I think it's the ash tree, and
Yeah.
there is a species of beetle that just destroys them, and it's not like
It's not always
can
humans. I know.
actively do it. No, well, because it is, because they were the way that the beetles even got over here
Oh.
and like got to where the ash trees were. But it's not like it's a super preventable thing, and that's sort of the worst part.
Yeah.
With like zebra mussels too, that's a big one because they're just invasive and can choke out a lot of species.
Yeah. A lot of this just sucks. Like in general, because a lot of times, or what I notice when people try and do the simple routes of saving the environment, like, by the way, plastic bags became a thing because people thought it was better for the environment at the time.
Wow.
We
because
proved them wrong.
because they thought since they were no longer cutting down trees to make bags, it's better. That was the thought
You cut down
process.
trees? What? What? You can always replant them. Okay, people are dumb.
But they weren't.
They weren't replanting them. It was the problem.
I want to slam my face against my desk right now.
Also,
So do I.
I
That's just
wanna
the
I
mood
wanna quickly divert here. Just to let you guys know why my screen decided to flash black. I got a thing, a pop-up. Right, a pop-up that says an update to Adobe Flash Player is available.
Oh my
What?
god.
Is Adobe? No, Adobe's dead.
Adobe Flash is dead, but apparently there's an
Exactly.
update available, guys.
How is this even
No.
possible?
No.
Illuminati confirmed. Adobe Flash is not
What
dead.
sorcery is this?
I don't even trust that, man.
Neither do I.
No, it's
Yeah.
from my computer. It's not from a website.
It's pretty sus.
It is pretty sad.
I have to send you guys a link to my
I
favorite
I
website
didn't
of all
never
time.
get the last update. That is true.
Yeah.
The last update was its final goodbye.
What a pain.
Okay, you guys have to trust me on this one. It's really funny.
All right, what's up, man?
I'm gonna. It's a link. I'm gonna put it in memes.
All right. So while you guys watch that, I'm gonna continue about trying to preserve nature and trying to help nature.
It's 11 now.
It is 11.
It is 11.
You're right about that.
It is.
You're right about that.
Timekeeper.
11. So I honestly don't know what to do. I mean,
It's just
don't
really funny.
just donate to charity. Try and get out there and help. Do volunteer work if you can. I'm sure you've heard all of this stuff before, but it's getting to a point where there is no return. We're at the event horizon, and if we pass that, there's nothing we can do after that.
Basically, just falling down a metaphorical black hole.
Speaking of charities, do you have a charity we can look at?
Not this week.
The
I will,
rad-
I will have one for you next week.
Oh wait, the rad thing is still
The rad
in
thing
your
is,
bio.
It is in my bio, but it's closed. Technically, I could
Damn.
open it just for today.
we
But
we don't necessarily have to, but we can always refer people to there because it's still a good cause.
yeah,
Basically, any charity that exists, be like, hey, next time they're doing a thing, go support them. You know.
yeah,
Because mental health is a B word.
It is
that I
a
can't
big
say.
deal.
it is a big. I think
Mental health sucks. Or mental health issues suck.
mental
is
health
true.
sucks, guys.
It's hitting me right now too.
Remember,
t-shirt.
guys, mental health sucks.
You right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's gonna be it should be like merch one day. Mental
Also,
health sucks.
also, can we talk about how it's ironic that I got a commissioned emote about my tarantula because she would always take like 5 pieces of food, like she would take 5 grubs in one sitting, and that's what that is, that emote right there. And now she's been fasting for the last few months. She just refuses
Tell
to
us
eat.
about your new spider.
Oh, I got a new spider. That's right. I did get a new spider. It's a baby tarantula. It's a Mexican Redney spider. I don't.
Yeah. You also evolved your previous spider, and now it's a ceiling spider.
No, that
I
was my
don't like
old
that.
one. That's my old one.
That's why you
no,
evolved it.
not my old one. That's my new one. My new one is a terrestrial Mexican Redney baby tarantula, and I found it hanging from the top of its cage. I am so glad that I raised the dirt level to where there's only like an inch in between the top of the cage and the soil, because if she fell from the height of the full tank, she would die. Spidey sad. Spidey sad. By the way, the only reason I got it is because well, A, I love Mexican Redneys. They're huge, docile creatures. And B, I felt bad for a burrowing spider sitting in PetSmart with, like, not even a 16th of an inch of dirt in his cage with no hide. But, anyway, I guess we're talking about our weeks now. Because this entire conversation has been,
Your week
has been derailed by just random stuff. But the environment's important. Go support the environment. I mean, technically we are still on topic because I'm talking about spiders and species and extinct species, what have you. But yeah. Also, if you see a spider, don't kill it. They're good for your house. They kill the pests that you don't like mosquitoes.
Why are mosquitoes in my house?
Don't make promises you can't keep.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Because they're after you.
Oh no.
Mosquitoes are
They come to suck your blood.
Are specifically after you, Ryan.
That's what the cats are for.
Wait, which Ryan?
Both
Sorry,
of you.
Yep.
Sorry, my friend was calling me.
So
They're only after anyone named Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a
This is
blood
common
up
knowledge.
all
Are you
over.
not aware of this?
No, I'm just discovering this now.
Oh, well.
Hey, so I don't want to bring a somber to things. Constant warning, death.
oh boy.
Is this fine, Eric? Before I say it.
Go ahead. Death happened.
So one of my friends, his best friend died recently, and he called me to go hang out with him. But I'm quarantining myself right now. Why
don't you go call him?
No, I did.
No. Go have a longer call with him.
You want me to go?
No, I want you to go help your friend. Your friend is in way more need of help than a podcast.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Do you want me to go help him?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't. We also don't want it to come across like we want you to leave.
No, yeah,
No,
I don't.
no,
I it's not that I
completely-
want you to leave.
No,
I
hold
want
on,
you
I
to go
completely-
help your friend.
I completely
But
understand what you're
yes.
saying. I should.
Yes, go
Uh,
help your friend.
Hold on, before I go, I want you guys, for those who pray, just give a little prayer for him. He's going through a rough time. Right.
Prayer
You
for
know what?
Tony's
Well,
friend.
I'm gonna dip out then. So
Alright.
All right.
See you, Tony.
see ya.
see you
Good
guys.
luck.
Thanks, man.
Seriously.
All right.
Well,
That
that took a
sucked.
turn.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
did take a turn.
death.
It's alright
Death
though.
happens, you know.
It does. It comes for us
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and even if you don't think it'll come for you, and that's a sad fact of life. I'm sorry to get like super somber super quick, but it's true, and that's what makes living life so important.
But
Do
hey,
the
think about
things
it.
that you love,
Think about it,
because
though. Your decomposing body could be good for the environment.
it could be.
It could, although if there are too many at once, that's really bad.
Yeah,
Way
too
to
many
bring
is
it back
bad.
around.
No, but in all seriousness, A, care about the environment. B, care about your life. And C,
Care about your friends.
care about your friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do all three in tandem, and you'll have a happy life.
And I care about you guys.
Aw, shut up.
Ah, you.
Ew.
What do you mean?
See,
ew?
I come from a million
I was
away.
I was trying to think of the funniest possible thing I could say, and ew was the first thing that came to mind.
Here's the thing: you were trying to think of something that wasn't offensive, so that's kind of understandable.
Life can't
You
exist.
right.
Life can't
God
exist
damn.
without death. Death can't exist without life. I'll argue that death can entirely exist without life. Because everything
What
can
came
die.
first, the chicken or the egg?
Well,
Well,
no.
but-
Here's the
But
thing.
in the
Sty-
context that everything can die, it means that it has to live in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, but we don't count the sun as life, but it can still die.
Oh.
It's its form of life. I was trying to find a not awful way to put that, but I really couldn't think of any. But I mean, stars have a life cycle.
Yeah.
They do.
There is a birth and death to a star.
Speaking, I guess this entire podcast has been a very interesting one, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. What do you guys think?
I think it was good.
Fun.
I think it was fun.
I'm
I
glad
think it was fun.
I'm glad we did a good mix of like cracking jokes and staying on topic as much as we could.
Yeah, I think a little bit more on topic would be nice, but I think overall, I think this did well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about our weeks because we have the spare time.
All right.
Of course. Who wants to start?
I'll go since I already kinda
Rock,
started.
paper, scissors.
Wait, didn't we
What
already
do you mean you already went, Ryan?
I already started my week basically.
Yeah, you started it, you didn't finish it.
Exactly. So when I want to finish it. So
Tony says he'll
I-
post his in the chat so I can read.
yeah.
All right.
Um.
Oh,
So
and I didn't notice he was gone. Oops.
He had to go help a friend.
oh my God,
Brandon, how long have you not been listening?
how oblivious are you to have not listened to that conversation?
I told you I'd tap out for the first like 15 minutes. Okay.
The energy of
That
the
was not the
entire
time to
call
tap
shifted,
out.
and you did not notice.
Brandon's that guy to walk into a wedding, right? Walk into a wedding where the father who walked down the aisle had a heart attack is on the floor. The paramedics are there, and he walks in late, and he's like, "Congratulations, guys! Good job on the wedding!" Like,
Then that's just gonna be like 3 minutes later. He's gonna be like, "Who's the dead guy on the floor?"
You know why the
Who's the dead
all
guy?
died? Because I was gone. All right.
Brandon's
No.
gonna be that guy. Hold on. Brandon's gonna be that guy where he goes on stage and he's gonna be playing bass. He's gonna get lost in his own thoughts and he's gonna be like, What was I playing again?
All place players are like that, man. You should
No,
listen to
No,
Glenn
don't
Not
Fricker.
all
so.
of them.
No, I
No.
think that's
You
just
should listen to
you.
Glenn Fricker. Your bass player is a useless word I can't say. So
Oh my god.
Anyway,
don't quote
Ryan.
him.
Ryan, how was your
Yeah.
week? How was your?
I've been on a writing grind.
Oh
this
boy,
week.
that's not good.
Shut up.
Shall I bring out Lizzie's song?
No.
Eric's just like already moving away from his mic. He's got it ready.
Swear.
How did you know? It's right over there on my floor. It's right over there on my stack of papers.
I want to make something very clear. Eric said he wanted to hold on to it so he could work on it.
Yeah.
Now he just holds on to it to freaking torment with it.
Of course.
That was
why
just
else
an
would you hold on
F-bomb.
to a song.
Because it was my first piece and I'm It was
All
like-
right,
it was
so
literally
you've
the
been on a
first song I
writing
ever
spree.
wrote.
Can we hear some of these?
No,
Why not?
'cause I don't feel like it.
We can hear some of your old stuff.
No. If
Alright.
you want to go
I was in
hear-
the mood to make rhymes, and I am not in the mood to make rhymes now.
What do you mean you were in the mood to make?
I mean, like I was thinking of rhymes and stuff.
Okay, so if you wanted to hear something that I was writing, you could go check out the VOD from my stream earlier.
Oh, what's your stream, Ryan?
Leftover Boomer 2001. And I have 2 weeks till I can change it back.
To just leftover
Thank
boomer.
God. No.
Okay, so quickly interrupt since we're on the topic of music loosely. I'm going to put some
Oh yeah, the playlist.
playlist.
Yes.
We have a playlist.
We have a playlist.
yes,
We
There it
still have a
is.
playlist. We should
It's
say.
it's in chat. You can click on that link and listen to we started it, I think, the third week of this year, but it's basically everything we've been listening to this year. So
Yeah.
far.
And
So
for me,
it's a
still
pretty
tribute.
large list so far. But yeah, so you've been writing a lot, and you have you been writing a lot of lyrics or a lot of melodies?
Good mix of the two actually.
Do you find
well,
yourself drawn towards a specific style?
What do you mean?
So, like, do you find yourself drawn towards a specific style of a genre of music, but also a style of working within that genre?
Well, if you guys know me as well as I would like to think you know me, you know I am a big fan of like hard rock, alternative rock, hair metal, and like heavy metal, and like
I have a question.
so that's typically the genre I aim for in a sense.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
Anyway, no, continue.
No,
I'm
I like
I'm curious.
jazz.
I'm curious with how you work in this style. Like, what's your working process? Like, your thought process?
It's kind of hard to explain because
Is there
when it
one?
comes to that's the thing about writing though. The ideas pop in your head at the most inconvenient times. And I'm taking a screenwriting class right now, and that is something that I've learned to be so true more than anything. As a musician, as a screenwriter, as
A lot of
producer.
writers that I know will just carry around a notebook.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've been doing that.
I woke up at like 3 a.m. one day and I was like, I have a good idea for a comic, and I drew like the first part of it, and
He drew a stick figure.
no, I drew a bar scene,
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, it was part of a dream. I was like, oh, that'd be a good story, and then.
Right.
Oh, that would be good.
It was like
Yeah,
half an hour.
I have an entire page of notes that is just filled with lyrics I've thought of at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yo,
I have
Ryan,
some.
who's the songwriter?
I have some lyrics.
A little bit.
Okay, I want to make it very clear. Eric and Brandon are two like some of the best lyrics.
I have
know
the
personally.
stuff I have on my phone is really bad.
Well, Eric, I think you are better at poetics, and Brandon is better at letting his feelings flow out.
Yeah,
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
not. Oh, oh my God! I have the start of the comic or the start of the short story or whatever I was gonna make
Oh
it
my
into
God.
on my phone.
Is it good?
I can read it.
No.
I
Oh,
don't
God.
think it's good. All right. Yeah, no, we're not reading this. I mean,
There's a
it's
few
it
funny
has that old detective movie vibe. You know what I mean? Like the narrator
Oh,
vibe.
noir?
It's film noir.
Yeah,
Film noir.
kind of like
Film
that.
noir is awesome though.
I'm actually learning that in my theatrical cinema class right now. Or we're going over that right now.
Hmm.
Totally off topic.
We're kind of still on topic.
We're still on top. Oh, I have the lyrics of the song that I was writing for the thing that Jason challenged. If you want to hear those? I can read those out.
Sure.
All right, I'm not gonna sing them, but I will say them.
Right.
I hate that I put myself in this position. All right,
You did this to yourself,
I
Eric.
know.
You do this to me all the time. So
All right, here
hold
we
me
go.
fair.
All right, here we go. Okay, so the lyrics are: I'm so tired, I cannot sleep. I'm so tired, help me. That repeats 3 times. It's part of the melody.
Right.
And then the refrain is, oh, help me please. Oh, help me sleep. Oh, help me please. Why can't I sleep? Help me. Feeling pointless, lost my way. Help me please. I fell astray. Cannot sleep, cannot wake. Help me please. Be at peace. Just be at peace. Oh, help me. Just be at peace. Why can't I sleep? Oh, help me please. And then I have a rhythmic change that occurs in the song. So then it goes into, I drown in apathy, reaching out. No one will see me, hear me now. No one listening.
I'm gonna go grab my
Here
notebook.
I
actually.
stop.
I'm gonna go
And
do
here
my
I
laundry.
drown, finding peace in the here and now. Finding peace in the here and now. So that's it. It's just, I don't know. I was like, I need something, and that's what I thought of.
Eric,
I mean,
get ready for
it
this.
doesn't sound bad. The beginning to me was a bit repetitive.
Yeah, no, definitely the beginning is much more carried by the instruments
Right.
in it.
I'd have to hear it in melody with like music behind it in order to fully like give my thoughts on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ryan,
I mean,
since
it's also not the genre that I fall into.
yeah, that's fair.
Eric, I just sent you the thing I'm writing.
Oh, can I read it?
Go ahead.
Yay!
Also, I would like to point out the parentheses in
Usually,
that are for like screaming sections.
if I share something in my own work,
I feel more confident when you share something of yours and then I can share something of mine through you.
Right.
okay. Where just text? Where'd you text it?
sent
Oh,
it's
Snapchat.
Snap.
Why did you?
Because
I
it's
don't
probably a
know.
picture.
Yeah.
All right, it's called Howling Winds. Good.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
I'm good with coming up with names.
Set
I'm so bad with coming up with names.
set in a dark room on a cold winter's night. I need water, and all I have is old. Oh,
Right off the bat.
oh, this is nasty. This is old tea.
Why are you drinking old tea?
Blah.
No.
I thought
We
it
just
was
need-
what.
we
I
just
even
need-
recognized. I'm like, that's probably old tea, and then I was like, I hope it's water. And then I drink it, and it's blah.
We just hear a flat line in the background of Eric's audio, and it's just you died.
All right, Howling Winds. Set in a dark room on a cold winter's night, she hears the howling winds as she plays a silent tune. She hears the rain hitting against the window as the howling winds whistle a silent tune. As the storm rages on, she falls against her pillow as the howling soothe her to sleep. The silent tune echoes. It echoes in her dreams. The ending's good. You have no rhyming pattern in it.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's a rough draft.
It doesn't even sound like a song to me.
It sounds
That
like a
sounds
poem.
very specifically like a poem, and it
It's-
is a very good poem.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a good poem. I wouldn't say it's a song.
Especially the way that Eric.
Yeah,
spoke.
it's also the way I
Well,
said it.
I do want
It
I do
was-
want to
it
turn
was-
it into a song.
Right. And I think it could be morphed into a song. I think the main issue is that you had two themes and they played really, really well off of each other. But to me, it
As a
seemed
poem.
difficult to put them into like actual lyrics.
I'm trying to
So I
find
have.
if I can.
I also have my notebook over here if you want me to read some of my stuff. But that's entirely up to you.
How much of it has F bombs?
Well, there's only one song in here that's like
Oh, what's this?
NSFW, and it's called like Sexual Addiction.
Yep, we're not reading that one.
No,
No.
no, thanks.
That's a big old nope.
It's a big old
Apparently,
note,
to
but-
view my old notes, I have to install Samsung Notes add-on.
Perfect.
Sucks.
Perfect.
So while that's installing, because I have one on here called Bloodstained Night. I don't know what that's about.
So
I
I have
think-
a few songs I can do. This is a weird one I made called Confessions.
We should probably get back to
Liberation,
talking about people's weeks though.
I mean,
Lick of Hate,
we could, yeah.
Through the Town. I got
think
some
the
of the
thing
stuff.
for me personally is I'm not very good at storytelling in lyrics yet, and if I was good at storytelling, I could start producing stuff.
Oh wait, I have a story-based song.
I don't want my I don't want the song that I release or like a song that I release to be introspective, talking about my life, my personal stuff as like the first thing that I release.
Mhm.
And I also don't want it to be something that's born out of anger.
Yeah.
Because those
Hence
are
why
songs that I've written and scrapped.
hence
but-
why I try to scrap Izzy's song, but Eric won't let me.
Well, but was it written introspectively or out of anger?
Introspectively.
Then it still is a better option. I just personally don't think that
No, it's a pile
as a
of garbage and
first
it
song,
needs to
an
burn in hell.
introspective song translates very well to rap as your
Yeah.
first song.
Oh, so you're doing rap where we're doing like rock.
I
and
freestyle
all
when
that.
I'm angry, but that's all about it.
Hmm.
I'm not bad at it. I do it out of, I don't know, weird habit.
I did write one song a
It's
few
a
weeks
habit
ago.
that I'm developing actually.
What?
I did write something a few weeks ago where I woke up and I was just purely just angry and I had to write it just to let it out.
Right.
Hmm.
Last time I was really sad and I wrote something like that. I wrote a song called like Sign of Hope. And it's kind of my favorite songs that I've written as of right now. And it's
Not
actually really,
perseverance.
not Perseverance. Perseverance was like the first song I ever written.
Yeah,
And
The song that I wrote and scrapped. It was Cursed Dreams.
I like that name.
It's a really good name, and it is not really a name that I came up with either. Because so you have to understand that this was my mindset. I had just had like something pretty rough happen to me, and I was like sitting
Sorry,
back.
sorry for gasping. I just realized I don't think Ryan 2 heard the Caught in the Catch story song that I made
I
during
don't think so.
the silly song game where I made the really depressing song.
Oh, perfect. But I had like been sitting there and I was trying to write something because I wanted to get my feelings out. And I had been listening to other people's like introspective songs. And I listened to Dreamy Night and then I listened to Cursed Night. And that was when that sort of just clicked for me that I was like,
Yeah.
Cursed Dreams is a really good title for this.
So me and Ryan and Brandon, a few other of our friends, played this game called the Silly Song Game, where we have a limited amount of time, like a minute and a half, to write a song about anything, right? And someone said a record, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
And this is what I came up with. Record spinning in the catch, left a post-it note attached to the shelf we built together. Found some hard news. All it said was, I love you. I can't believe you're gone. At least you left with your favorite song. It was on this side. I can't believe I'm too late. This was my worst mistake. Nothing can make up for this loss. Caught in the catch, stuck in love with you.
And then
Yeah.
Tony came
I-
up with the name for that because he created a
And then
quote
I
unquote
created
album
this.
cover.
No, he didn't for me. No. This isn't the song that he did it for. He did it for something for Brandon. And then I
No,
made a
it was-
part 2, which was here with the note I found, the vows we shared, the ring you took off before you checked out. With the record in the cash, I bring the needle back. I played the song one last time. Put your ring on. I hear the wind chime. In my head, I think to myself, in fact, I couldn't save you. I try not to put myself at blame, but what else can I do? I loved you, but not enough to listen, not enough to see the signs that were right in front of me. I knew all along I should have reached out, but I didn't, and now song together ended. And that's the end
very-
of the song.
That sounds very
Yeah.
cool. Also, what did I do for someone?
You made
Uh,
an album.
You made the
art.
name for. Yeah, you made the name for basically what Eric just read.
No,
drew the album
no, I
So
did not read
hold
this
on.
to him.
Okay.
No.
First off, he didn't read it to me.
I know,
This is
but-
the first. Hold on. This is the first time I'm hearing it. Second off, when I was doing the feedback album cover, it was for a final project in one of my classes,
Yes, I know. And
so I didn't make anything for anyone.
Eric-
But cool.
Eric said, I have lyrics that I could use that doesn't have a name, and that might be a good name for it.
Which I gotta
That-
find it now.
That could have been any
That's
of
what
the
I was
lyrics I
trying to-
had.
That's what I was trying to say. It was loved and forgotten, wasn't it?
Was
Oh yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah. I
oh,
can
yeah.
find it.
it something like?
Next
Loved-
time, let
it-
me
it-
finish
it,
my
it
statement.
It was loved and forgotten. Yes.
Next time, let me finish my statement.
Never let you finish your.
Want me to read my
It
stuff?
drags out the podcast to the exact time we need
We have to go.
it.
This is the most ADHD fueled podcast I think I've been on tonight. By the way.
No.
Oh
Pretty
yeah, have you been on other podcasts tonight?
Yes.
Have you been on the
ours.
podcast in the beginning with us? Oh wait, right.
Anyway,
My
oh,
face
I
is-
dropped my
face is so
eraser,
red.
so I look down. I see spilled tea all over.
Never cry over spilt tea or
it's
milk.
milk.
It's old. It doesn't matter. It almost killed Eric.
It almost killed me. That tea was evil, dude.
I was about to hear
Poison.
someone like flop and hit the ground and be like, "Oh, there he goes."
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I have some of my old. I have some of my old typographical works in here.
This has been a
Very
fun time.
Yeah.
I've sort of
So-
identified Tony as the
So
lowest.
anyway, I was been trying to say for the past 15 minutes. Here's my song called "Sign of Hope."
Speak up.
Yeah.
So
You're so
I wrote-
quick to spike your audio, but when you want to say something, you just don't.
so you know, we've just been talking about our songs that are written, and this is kind of like the most emotional song that I have probably put out. Other than Mammoth Peaks was just instrumental and all that, and whatever. Stars light up the evening sky, but not one shines for me. In this field of emptiness is where I will cease to be. 1,000 failures within me, undeserving of love. Endless trials and disappointments. Every act is never enough. Why desire to help me? I should fight these demons alone. Don't try to save me. Through death I shall atone. Why would you give me a sign of hope? Why don't you give it to someone better? Don't give me a sign of hope. Just let me dig this hole where I'll rest forever. Yeah.
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 Oh, I
Yeah.
found that
Chorus
one
too.
image.
Oh.
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 Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Man, if you look
Time
back-
burns like a running fuse. Expiration date today. Handwriting
Damn,
is
I
terrible.
gotta rinse out this milk. Thanks for reminding.
Anyway, time runs like a burning fuse. Expiration date today. False mantras in my head. It's going to be okay. Cold knife against my skin. Stop my natural
All
fear.
right, I'm gonna
Prevents
stop
me
you
from
there.
giving
we're
in.
stopping
I'm
there.
gonna
I will
stop you
not
there.
end it
I'm
here.
gonna stop you there.
Brandon,
That's not. You cannot. That's not on
TOS.
Twitch. That's not on Twitch.
What?
Bonka toss.
We're gonna
Bonka
cut that out
toss. Yeah.
later.
No, I'm not. I'm too lazy to. But.
Oh, my baby, I think you should.
They probably didn't hear anything over me talking.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll check it.
Eric, I'm looking back in the gallery
Yeah.
from after I posted that fishing lines logo, and then the sup beep fish meme, and then you freaking put your cat, like just your chonker cat.
Yeah, I did because it's an artistic photo. Leave me alone.
It is. He's posing for a sculpture.
Yeah, he is. Leave me and my cat, my model cat alone, okay?
Why did I put a Lee Sin? Okay. Oh wait, this is when I made the logo for the Hearth podcast.
Are we gonna continue talking more about our weeks?
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
wait, we do. Wait. Oh god, it's 11:30.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys. My mind's gone.
I mean, we only got through my week. I mean, I'm done.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Can I get through my week?
Go for
Sure,
it.
go ahead.
Sure, go for it.
Well, other than like classes, I mentioned near at the beginning that I watched BlizzCon. Pretty neat.
You did.
I'm actually like
Sorry. I scrolled up to see where the fish
That
was.
is like the-
I didn't
that is like the
realize it
fourth
was
time
that
you've-
photo. I didn't realize it was that photo.
Eric, that was like the third time you've gasped
I don't think I.
in the last hour.
I didn't realize.
Anyways, about
yeah.
Dan's
So
week,
so
bro.
BlizzCon.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Is Overwatch 2 finally coming out?
No date yet, but they did show more of that.
Did someone say free
great.
Hong Kong?
Ish.
Jeez, dude. I'm getting loopy.
Anyways,
I think we made Eric laugh too hard tonight.
Dan, keep going.
since I am like getting into the Diablo series, I am excited to see like Diablo 4 and Diablo 2 remake coming out.
Diablo 4 looks good.
Yeah, like I really like how it's like going back to like series roots in terms of aesthetics.
I like the cinematic. I think the cinematic.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You thought?
There's also like in this BlizzCon they introduced like a returning class from the original game, the Rogue.
Oh, that's... What are your thoughts on cinematic?
Well, if like they're pretty good. What more can I say?
I'm looking for like
Wanna
an
go a little-
in-depth opinion about the cinematic. Right, like anything. What's your favorite part about the cinematic?
The Diablo 4 cinematic, just in general,
I'm
the
talk-
aesthetic.
I'm talking about the Lilith cinematic.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes,
Okay. We're on the same page.
I just like
For once.
I just like just simply the aesthetics of it. Like I really like how the series is going, like with its return to the grim dark fantasy, and like I think like I'm one of the people who noticed like the beginning part of the cinematic is somewhat reminiscent of the original opening of the original Diablo
Oh, that's
with
pretty
the
cool.
scroll through Tristram.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. I liked obviously I liked the climax of the story cinematic where Lilith just is being
Just
molded out of flesh. I don't know why, but I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then you can see her heart beating inside of her while it's happening.
I didn't
I
know
What
just
that.
the hell kind of Indiana Jones level stuff is this?
What is it,
I-
Mall Ram?
no.
What is this? The
you
Temple
can
of
see
Doom?
you can see all of her bones.
Ma.
You can see all of her bones through her translucent skin and muscles, and her heart
Don't want to
beating.
know.
It's so cool. Like the amount of 3D modeling that had to go into that and animating, like just in that one specific character. That's amazing. I'm blown away. Sorry.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done ranting about how good
I,
Lilith's model is.
I haven't heard a Mall Ram reference in like years. Thank you.
And then
You made Tony's
so they
life
they
complete.
introduced the rogue, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
Did they
In a,
introduce
like,
any other new
in a
classes?
cinematic.
In
No,
a
like,
cinematic.
Yeah, they introduced the rogue in a new cinematic. Like, she's confessing her sins to this priest guy while also giving him like ears. That it's clear that he hired her to assassinate those people.
Hmm. Interesting. I need to watch the cinematic then.
It also shows some gameplay, but yeah.
Mostly cinematic.
What is your
That's cool.
favorite class thus far?
Again, like what's been shown off in Diablo 4.
Yeah.
So far, like I'm leaning towards like the rogue or the druid.
I like the druid. Druid is
Yes.
basically Volibear. It's literally Udyr rather. It's literally just I turn into bear, deer,
Werewolf.
werewolf. It's just
Mhm.
Udyr. It's just Udyr.
You become furry.
Oh my god.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh no.
Tony. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Speaking of druids, I play one on my D&D podcast, which is now on the Dice
Mm.
Corner, which is still partnered with the Hearth.
Yeah.
I was about to say you do, but I've literally never watched a single one.
I have.
You're not supposed to say that.
That's
I'm being
rude.
honest.
It's fine to be honest. You don't have to watch it.
I know.
I
you don't
do
have
want to watch it,
but
though.
usually saying that stuff is
Eventually.
I will eventually watch it.
Can I introduce a level 20 character to it?
We have currently level 5 characters.
I don't have a level
that's
20. I
amazing.
just wanted to see what your reaction would
Yeah.
be.
I also don't think that we're allowing anyone else into this campaign.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
We hopefully by the beginning of April I'll be able to also stream to YouTube, and then the VODs will just be archived forever. So then they can just
Dude,
watch.
imagine us in a D&D session.
That would
I
be
think that'd be
chaotic.
great.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
It would
great.
so fun. It was fun, but
I
it would be
think
madness.
I think
Can't be prepared for a group, but
can I
I could get working on that.
can I be a bard that just constantly throws spiders at Ryan?
Screw you, I'm a bard
Please.
too.
Like
Down. You can both be equally useless at other classes while playing Bard.
or I can be a rogue that constantly puts spiders in
Ryan, I will
Ryan's
have you
clothes.
know. Ryan, I will have you know that I am a level 3 bard or level 4 bard in D&D.
A DM's nightmare.
campaign.
You're right. I would be a DM's nightmare, and I already am a DM's nightmare.
And
You're
I have like 10 skills.
I write
a
the
pet
story
tiger.
as I go, and the DM's like, "Okay, I'll let it happen if you roll a d20." And then every single time, in response, every single time a DM says, "I guess I'll let it happen if you get a d20." I roll a d20, and he's like, "God damn it!" That happened.
the really
So wait.
fun part about being a DM is I am able to just say no.
Yeah.
Can I
I
like
am
create
more
a character
powerful than the
from?
gods.
Hang on.
Can
what?
can I go into like a D&D session saying, writing a character card and saying, "Lol, lol, lol, I am a god now."
No.
No.
Lol, lol, lol,
God,
lol, lol,
You
lol.
can try, but
My
it will
character
not
race
succeed.
is divine
It will not
being.
get past session 0.
Yeah.
Welcome
You-
to
you-
Session Zero.
You will die the second you enter.
Did someone
most
ask what a
Like,
session
the
zero
entire
was?
universe forms a non-aggression pact to kill you.
dude, most D&D campaigns start out with like a small starting quest. Nah, you're just thrown in and everyone's like, okay, now we kill God.
So
A small starting quest is what most D&D campaigns go with, but none of mine have ever started with a small starting
I
quest.
hate the
Kill God.
DM that's like, all right, welcome to session 1. So you find yourself in a tavern, and I'm like, not another tavern.
I
Stop.
love taverns. What do you mean?
Stop
prefer-
with the tavern.
Taverns
I
are
prefer to
great.
do a little bit of
That's-
meetup and gameplay in session
Eric.
0, and then
Eric, that is literally Caleb.
Well,
I
like-
like to
My D&D session's
I
probably
like
gonna
to
be-
start session 1 in medias res.
A D&D, this is gonna be straight up like weird. They'll be like, okay, so there's the bard, there's the elf,
No. Taverns
there's
are
the
fine
Elwyn,
within
there's
the
the
story.
Terminator.
You don't
There's
need to
this.
start. You don't need to start every single D&D
It's
session
so
with a
from
tavern.
dark tavern.
Like
There's
you,
so many other options and settings.
you find yourself riding to a prison on a cart where you meet another camp of
Ah, you're
travelers.
finally
Like, yeah, you're
I
finally
see you
awake.
are also well versed in broken bonds.
Ah, you are finally awake.
Or
We
you
return.
find yourself on a ship traveling to an unknown land. Like there's so many other ways that you could be forced together besides a drunkard pub. Like
Yeah.
a sports
I have-
arena.
I have a really, really fun setup that I'm not going to be using if I end up DMing for you guys. But it's basically a group is in a caravan on the way to a city, and it's a very high risk area. The group knows this, and they get attacked.
Cool.
And it's a really fun introduction because it jumps you right into the story.
Action. Right into the action.
Yeah.
Right into the action
I currently-
in a Borderlands style intro.
I currently have a level 3 Goliath fighter. It's so dumb. I love him. I love him so much. Having stone endurance and second wind,
That's not that broken.
but it's funny.
It is really funny, and it is a lot of fun to use, but a big thing that you would have to consider is any creature with enough intelligence is just going to try and stay away from you.
Yeah, I know.
God, I do gotta mention I gotta get up early tomorrow, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
sign off.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, it is.
Uh,
I forgot it was I completely forgot it was past the time that we usually end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should
Uh,
probably
you guys-
wrap up soon.
Yeah.
So we're gonna,
You guys
you know,
can keep going.
let's,
I'm gonna sign off. You
let's
guys
gonna
keep going.
plug our stuff and we can end here.
Yeah, we can. Oh my
Aw,
God,
more D&D.
Brandon.
What?
Brandon, what did you do?
What did you do,
Brandon. Okay, besides sending me blonde Natsuki, which actually looks good in my
Wait, send it to me.
Oh my
blonde
god.
Natsuki looks good. I'm not
Send
gonna
it to me.
Send it in,
Nice.
just send it in like podcast general or something.
No. God, why did you copy pasta this?
Where is it?
Oh no! Hey, you're finally awake. You're trying to cross the border, right?
I don't like how she
Walk
still
right
has,
into that Imperial ambush.
actually
Same as us.
I'm
That thief
conflicted.
over there.
Damn you,
You
Scorpios.
ended on
Scorpios
us
until you came
on
along.
us ending the podcast. So that's
Yeah.
blonde Natsuki. I actually like the fact that
Oh.
She
uh,
looks so
That's
cute. I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Never had
cute,
pets.
and then I wanted to say pretty, and it
You are gonna
kind of
Pretty.
worked out.
score.
You got critty.
Pretty.
That's a word. Critty is now a word.
That is
Pretty.
trademark.
That
Pretty.
is how you describe a level 18 champion fighter. A critty.
Did I hear Yasuo coming down the lane?
I remember I was supposed to make a fighter, right? But then my roommate, who was also in the D&D campaign, basically, me and my roommate last year wasn't really that good. But basically, finals were happening, so we didn't have sessions. But then when sessions started up, I wasn't actually informed that we were still continuing. So apparently, I missed like 3 sessions, and
boy.
I asked my roommate to remind me, "Hey, I don't know if we're still doing this." And I made like my character died. I made a new one. He was in there for like a session, and then basically, I was never told that there was another session. So yeah, I don't really like my roommate. Well,
Okay, cool. That's a great note to end on, guys. Let's plug
Yeah,
our
okay,
stuff
yeah.
and.
Don't be dicks to your roommates. I mean,
Oh my
well,
god.
don't be butts. You know what I mean.
Tony.
You know what I meant. My bad.
You made it so long. You made it so long just to
That's it.
fall.
I feel like the worst is
Anyways,
for all of
see
us,
you
right?
guys later.
Wait, hold
Let's
on.
end
don't
this
we-
All
chat.
right.
Let,
Thank-
let Eric please
Yeah.
outro.
Don't we?
All right, thank you all. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked. Comment down below. Subscribe. Whatever YouTube wants from me, please. Overlords, get me into the algorithm. And remember, you'll always have a home right here at the Hearth. See you guys next time.